Okay.
You good?
Okay, everybody calm down. Okay, which one of these is mine? This is yours.
You can vote.
Good evening and welcome to the October 23rd meeting of the Hyde Park Zoning Board of Appeals. I would caution you, Mr. Berta, if you have to get out in an emergency, we have two exits, the one you came in and one over here. The people that have not completed our other entrance yet, but I just wanted to let you know. Let us rise for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. New business, we have a resolution to set the meeting dates for 2025. I have a resolution here. This is dated Resolution 2024B, and the dates for 2025, I will relate those. January 22nd, February 26th, March 26th, April 23rd, May 28th, June 25th, July 23rd, August 27th, September 24th, October 22nd, November 20th, and December 18th. Those are the dates that we are submitting for the meetings for 2025. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do we need a voice vote on that, Madam Secretary?
It does not need to be a roll call. I believe everyone
Okay.
voted in the affirmative.
Okay, everybody's in the affirmative. So be it. The resolution passes. For new business now, we have a public hearing with Summit Vista Corporation. Madam Secretary, was the public hearing notice published?
Yes, it was published in the Poughkeepsie Journal on October 16th, 2024.
Okay, I would move to open the public hearing for Summit Vista. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Mr. Burdick, good evening.
Good evening.
Tell us about your project and
Okay.
why you want us to give you a zoning variance.
Okay, so what we have is an existing non-conforming house. The entire house is pretty much, most of the house is already in the required front yard setback. So, we would like
Was it
to-
originally in the, it was built in the setback?
It was built in the setback. Whether the zoning was changed or this is just, the house is just so old, you know, it dates back, I think it's like 60 or 70 or 80 years, something like that. It's been there for a while. So we have that. Now, this is the third time that different owners have been in for the same front porch. So what we're looking to do is put just a covered front porch on the front of the house that would span from the entire, cover the entire front. It'll be coming out 7 feet and have a low roof line on it. And it'll be stand with columns and open air, no railing. And obviously, the reason that we need the variance is because the house is already non-conforming.
The access to the porch, will that be on the side of the,
Well, the grade of the way the grade is you're going to be able to access it anywhere, because it'll be, the entire porch will be one step to the grade. It'll be only about 7 inches above grade.
Okay, but I'm thinking to enter that, that's going to be the front
Yeah,
door
most likely, we're going to be entering from the side.
from the side.
So the
okay.
walkway will be going to the side.
Okay.
Because if you're looking at the house, the driveway is to the left. So to bring a walkway out, I mean, they may bring a path to go to the road only because of the mailbox.
Okay.
Because because the site distance there, you don't want to put the mailbox close to the driveway because that is a dangerous road.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's in about 100 yards past the house, there's a blind turn. And speed limits are an option there.
Any of the flooding bother that house?
No, actually it didn't. The way the house sits, it's a little raised up and the rest of the property is a little bit low. And, a couple hundred, I would say about 200 to 250 feet back, there's a small little pond that pretty much collects the water from that house, the one behind it, and then the one to the right of it. So the low area will get a little bit wet, but where the house is, the basement's never flooded, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah. Good. Questions from the board?
How come the prior two owners didn't finish the porch, or?
I can't answer
Oh, you
that. They
don't?
also, the last application that came in, well, once I reviewed it, that was a little bit ambitious. They were gonna actually knock down 3/4 of the house, rebuild the entire house, and, start over new. I can't speak to them because I've never talked to them. So I've got to think it was either money reasons or whatever, I have no idea.
Okay.
Paul?
I'm good. Good.
Okay, there being, Madam Secretary, did we receive any written comments on this?
We did not.
We did not, and there being no other public people here that wish to comment on that, I would then move to close the public hearing.
Motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I think we have a resolution.
Resolution to grant an area variance, Summit Vista Corp., 195 Haviland Road, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12601, October 23rd, 2024, resolution number 2024-12Z. Whereas the applicants Tracy Saffron and Matt Murphy, on behalf of property owner Summit Vista Corp., have presented and submitted an application for an area variance to allow the construction of a covered front entry porch attached to an existing single-family dwelling at property located at 195 Haviland Road, Poughkeepsie, New York, 12601, in the town of Hyde Park, identified as tax parcel number 133200624-01-160958-0000 in the Greenbelt zoning district. Whereas the project is depicted on plans prepared by Michael R. Perta, dated August 13th, 2024 and August 18th, 2024, and whereas the applicants seek an area variance from zoning law section 108-5.15 to permit a front yard setback of 21 feet 4 inches where 50 feet is required. And whereas pursuant to 6 New York CR 16.5C17, the granting of an area variance for a single-family, two-family, or three-family residence is a Type 2 action under State Environmental Quality Review Act and is not subject to review under Act N. Whereas, now therefore be it resolved that a zoning board of appeals makes the following findings in accordance with section 267-B of the town law and Hyde Park zoning law section 108-33.6B2 regarding the requested variance. Number one, the requested variance will not produce an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties. Many of the houses in the immediate area have similar porches. Additionally, many houses in the immediate area are built within the 50-foot setback. The proposed porch will blend into the existing neighborhood. Number two, the benefits sought by the applicant cannot be achieved by some other method feasible for the applicant to pursue other than an area variance. The existing house is already in the required front yard setback and therefore already non-conforming. Any extension of the front of the house will require a variance. In addition, the current requested location of the porch is aesthetically and logically the most advantageous. Number three, the requested variance is numerically substantial because it would allow more than a 50% reduction of the setback from 50 feet to 21 feet 4 inches. Number four, the requested variance will not have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the general neighborhood or district. Although the project will result in a slight increase in the amount of impervious surface on the parcel, there is no anticipated impact on the physical or environmental conditions of the neighborhood. And lastly, number five, the difficulties are self-created. The property was purchased as is. Be it further resolved that the Zoning Board of Appeals hereby grants the requested variance subject to the following conditions. Number one, pursuant to section 108-33.5F1, the authorized activity must commence within 1 year from the date of issuance, otherwise it is revoked. And number two, payment of all fees and escrow.
You have,
One question. Are Tracy and Matt the owners?
Yes.
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Mr. Bowen has moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Secretary, would you poll the board, please?
Yes, Mr. Agrawal,
Yes.
Mr. Donnelly,
Yes.
Mr. Perkins,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bowen,
Yes.
Chairman McNary.
Yes. This motion passes. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing the porch.
Yeah?
Thank you so much, and you actually will see it this time.
I drive by there a few times a day, and I like seeing activity there. So it's been eerie that there's nothing going on.
Well, it got dormant, just because we're waiting on this to get going, and then, because we were doing this, we held off on the full building permit until this got approved. So now, within the next, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks, you'll start seeing activity
So
again.
you
Good.
followed the rules.
We look forward to
That's
it.
very nice, thank you.
There being,
Well, Tad will tell you, I'm good with following the rules.
there being no other business before the committee, I would move for an adjournment. Is there a second?
The third, a fourth, and a fifth.
Second.
Is there a second?
He speaks for me.
That is the
All in favor? Opposed?
Thank you so much, everybody, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good night.
Enjoyed my time here tonight.
Good night to Hyde Park.
Well, actually, Tad, it's funny.